I'm trying to ride the wave. I'm trying to get me paid. I'm trying to move and shake. I'm trying to walk away. I swear my wrists are cray.
Well, we are about a $50 stadium in East Rutherford. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the New York Jets. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. They begin with a run by Davis before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Throwing is McCarthy. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down, Vikings.
On play action. Now McCarthy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that's caught at the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
And the Vikings first down.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
What? Yeah. Really, I should probably sign a head, boy, because I got all the heads, boy. All that drink you got to chill.
Looking to put a drive together. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Aguilar. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Usually in this spot, you'd hear an offensive coordinator saying, don't feel like you've got to get this all back at once. But here, they give up the opening touchdown and say, no time like the present to show what we can do, too. And that's big yardage on their initial play from scrimmage.
the 33, 5 yards on the play.
The Jets had 0-1 in the year following the loss of the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
10 at the 29-yard line.
Go! Panther 60, Panther 60.
He lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine, because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it second down.
You talk about this Jets defense.
They enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays.
Here's McCarthy. Completes this to Addison out left.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First down, Minnesota.
Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8.
Second and a couple.
2nd and 2 at the Jets' 41-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Davis. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
McCarthy off the play fake. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Justin Jefferson.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. An extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Got ready. Ready. Ready.
Back to throw. Wise. Incomplete.
This defense for the Vikings, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
McCarthy operating from the gun. Over the middle and complete to Addison. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 12-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Up the middle to Davis. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Davis will try to run for it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They go play action. Here's McCarthy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throw it offside, taken in by Jefferson. And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings 1st down as they'll take this up close to midfield. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. He gets it to Addison. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
McCarthy going to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his 1st one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings take a 3-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, sometimes I overuse, and this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he slings one that's incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Wise. He'll try and do this himself. That's complete. Lambert Smith. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Cowboy 80. Bobcat, 6, Buffalo 18.
They're going to try and throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
I remember pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets get a bit closer.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now McCarthy. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, here's the run with Martin. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Into the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Ready.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with a football. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up.